Hey, I'm Hawk, and this is Talk of Better Worlds. What is art? Art is for anyone who wants to experience it. Art is hard to define, and it's been argued through history. I believe at least one aspect of art is anything that stirs emotion in you. Art is about the meaning you draw from it. Art can tell stories and convey things. It can take many forms and constantly surrounds us. Music is art. Paintings are art. Sculptures are art. Movies are art. Even sidewalk chalk drawings can be art if you want them to be. Video games can be art too. Are all games art? I'd say probably not. At least not in my opinion, for whatever that's worth. But some games are incredible works of art on multiple levels. Video games can, at times, be very forward in how they tell their stories, going through a normal narrative experience like a movie or a book, but one you get to move through. Sometimes, though, video games can be a bit more abstract or subtle, yet evoke stronger emotions than the more conventionally narrative ones. Some easy examples of this would be games like Far Lone Sails, Sable, or Journey. I call these, quote, Zen games, but these are just one flavor, so to speak, of art that we see in gaming. Let's look at Far Lone Sails. Far Lone Sails is set in what seems like a post-apocalyptic world where you play as some indescript being who pilots a landship. The visual cues indicate that the landship was made and or used by your character and one of their parents. At least I assume, given the small drawing of a big and a small person standing together on the front of the landship. You play as someone named Lone, and you're seemingly the last person left in the world. You manage the landship as you push forward, finding new obstacles and upgrades for the ship. The storytelling comes through world and visuals as you move ever forward, facing the unknown. The excellent musical score also helps carry the game. What you get out of this game may be different from what I experienced and felt while playing it. To me, Far Lone Sails is about being in a bleak situation, or feeling like there may be no hope, but knowing that you need to push on anyway. And by pushing forward, you may find hope, and may even find the thing you were looking for. Despite being the last person in a dead and colorless world, Lone finds hope in the landship, which is both home and a way to move on. Between the visuals and music, Far Lone Sails reminds me that it's okay to feel down, and okay to see the world as colorless sometimes. It also reminds me that what we see in front of us does not encompass everything that is. While we may be looking at something bleak, there can be beauty in it, and there can be something good just around the corner, just out of sight. Sometimes moving forward is all you could do. Even though it may be terrifying at times, it could bring about the change you may never have even known you needed. So many games can evoke all kinds of emotions. Games like This War of Mine, which makes me personally feel both sorrow and anger because it's showing things that are happening right now as I write this and as you watch. Things that we read about in history books yet can't seem to stop repeating. Mass Effect makes me think of a potential better world and how much it would be worth fighting for. Games like Eastshade make me think about nature and how much I miss it. And it makes me feel nostalgic for the days when I was a kid playing Morrowind for some reason. I get flashes of very specific good moments from back then while playing that game. Video games can offer so many things. Great stories, amazing visuals, life lessons, incredible music, and they could tell us what to avoid or who to listen to. Games are incredibly versatile in both what they offer and what they can be used for. What art is ultimately subjective. Some artists have made things people have argued over for decades. Art is like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. If you take something away from a game, an emotion, a lesson, a reflection, then I'd say that's art. Not all art has to be deep, though. Sometimes a good song is just good because you like to put it on while driving. Maybe it makes you enjoy the drive more. Sometimes a picture that hangs on the wall is nice to look at, but that's it. When you look at that picture, or listen to that song, or play that video game, someone else may be taking something deeper away from it, interpreting it in some radically different way. That's the beauty of art, and the beauty of humanity. Something so seemingly simple is made infinitely complex by the people actually experiencing it. You may see a trash can on the side of the road and think nothing of it, but someone else may see a symbol of all the things they worked hard to stop doing, maybe like quitting addiction. Some may see a representation of what they think of themselves. Some may think of what they fear, or maybe they suddenly remember they threw out something important. You walk on by, but someone may stop for a moment, trapped in their thoughts, all because they saw a simple trash can. Anything can be art. To me, video games are art. Art that has been an escape from a terrible world at times, and a tool to reflect on my own experiences. Thank you for listening.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.